What up, guys? Mosquito in my face. Who all we have? Who else here? Shoot out a comment so I can see who's here. Let's see. Ground Pounder, what's up, buddy? Jay, what's up, Jay? Molina's Tree Service. What's up? Is that Kellen for Molina's Tree Service? It's hard for me to keep up with the names sometimes. Dang, I thought I missed it, but I about missed it. I totally forgot today was Tuesday. If I'm being honest, my daughter came over and I'm like, oh my god, it's Tuesday, isn't it? So I'm a little off myself, so don't feel bad. So what do you guys think about the new video? I don't know about Fearless Leader. I'm scared of a lot of stuff. I'm scared of looking like an idiot on camera, so that happens all the time. No, I'm from California. Oh, right on. Cool. Well, good to see you, bud. That's awesome. I like to see new people come in. I'm going to have to send you some more. Yeah, I dig this shirt, dude. Wore it all day, and then I changed it to some shorts, and the shirt was so comfortable I just kept it on. But my phone, my camera is pretty messed up. My phone's all cracked and smashed. I didn't know if this live feed was going to work. I need you to put the insurance thing in for me a new phone.
I don't know how to do it.
Tell Nana to do it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I got my daughter hid in the corner. She's in trouble. Stay there. Put your nose in the corner.
You're facing the wrong
way. Yeah. How in the heck dang lawnmower did not get crushed? I don't. Yeah, it's pretty wild, isn't it? I came over and seen it, and so it sat there for about 5 days before I got a chance to actually get to it. And it had started to settle. Originally, it was setting probably 2 to 3 feet above the mower, and when I was there to do it, it was touching the mower. So, yeah, it was pretty crazy. So, love the content. I've learned a lot from you guys. Oh, dude, that's really awesome. That makes the channel worth, like, the content worth making. I mean, honestly, if somebody gets something out of it, you know, whether it just be entertainment, but when somebody learns something from it or picks up a skill or like a technique or something, that's my favorite. That's the stuff that keeps me going. So, Melina, that is awesome to hear, man. Oh, look. Yeah, I know. I have to shoot. Is that old bat still stuck? Is that old bat still stuck? What bat? Right before I started the live feed, I have an 026 Pro. It's an old saw that I totally redid, and then after redoing it, I couldn't get it to run, so it was all pretty. It didn't run, and right before this live, I got it fired up. It was screaming, so I gotta spend some time, put it in some wood, and set that high jet a little better. But I'm having trouble with the idle. it just doesn't do anything. Like, it doesn't change. It should be idling down, and it doesn't want to idle down at all. So I don't know. I don't really know what's up with that. I gotta mess with it, but yeah, I had it running pretty good. Pretty stoked on that, because I messed with that saw for a long time. I couldn't get it to run, and I tried a few things right before this live feed, and it fired, and I was just like, oh, no way. I could have sat there and probably just kept working on it and forgot about the live feed because I was so excited about it finally running. But I had to keep the live feeds going. Let's see. What was I going to talk about for this live feed? Oh, so that Yahoo over on the other channel, Metal and Wood. Other than being a complete tool, that guy's just strange, man. Like, okay, this is what I ask. Any of my subscribers or followers or anything, if you follow or subscribe to his channel, please unsubscribe. I'm sorry I even brought any attention to him. He's very vindictive, controlling, and like incredibly like hypocritical and narcissistic at the same time. I can't do it. I offered the man an opportunity to come on here, which I don't know how his channel is continuing. I know why it's growing. People like to watch a car crash. Um, but my channel's actually bigger than his, so I figured I'll give you a platform to explain yourself. Just so like, and I won't pick at you or nothing. We'll have a straight discussion, but I will give you a platform to talk to others instead of like your specific group, and just let it be known that like in the tree industry, when it comes to tree work, we're pretty good at sniffing out bullshit. You know, it's pretty obvious to most of us, and that guy stinks. That's just the truth. It is what it is. Um, he has nobody puts baby in the corner, Mike. I know. I'll pay for it later. What up, Dan? The one that gave you a hard time. I've had. Uh, ah, William, you're crazy. I'm not even gonna repeat it. My daughter's here. 026 is an awesome saw. Mine has cut a shit ton of trees. Yeah, I love that saw. It screams. It's so nice to hear it running again. But so I gave him an opportunity. I said, you know, hey, he says, I'll talk to anybody, call me. And I'm like, I'm not down for like I don't want to have a personal conversation with you, but I would like to interview you and give you a platform to explain all this, like once and for all, and clear some things up. And he won't even acknowledge my existence. I think because my channel isn't below his, he won't acknowledge anything I've said. I leave a comment, I leave 2 or 3 comments on every video he does to just see if he'll respond. I'll say the nicest things just to try to see if is he just only respond to the super nice ones, and it's not that. He's afraid to interact with somebody who isn't like has a bullshit detector. That's what it is. So I don't know what the deal is with him. I know air leak a lot of times Dan is the problem, but that's probably my issue with it. It more than likely is probably that air leak. It's what's keeping it throttled so high. But I give up on. Yeah, he's just ignorant, man. You're funny, Billy. Um. So if you've noticed, he just put out a video where he says he calls the guy in Jawa wah 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 or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what he means by that. But what he's done is he's paid a guy to show up to his place, look at the chainsaw, and give him a positive review on his crappy saws. I'm not even going to say the name of them. I don't want to say the name because I'm super scared about having my life taken away and going to prison. So he's paid this guy to show up, give him a positive review. Now, I can't say if he gave the man money, but I can and I do know for sure the guy's name's Greg, I believe, or something like that. I left a comment because he accidentally slipped up and said the guy's name because he was trying to cover that. He didn't even want to give the guy's name at all. So he made up a nickname, this Jawa wah 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 or whatever. So he gave the guy chainsaws. That's what he did. He gave the guy like 2 chainsaws to come down, look at his saws, and do a voice recording and feet recording, which is, I'm so sick of seeing body parts on that channel. If I'm not looking at that old dude's nostrils, his sweaty ass lip, like why is your lip sweat so much? Grow a mustache so I don't have to see that. Or like I gotta look up his nostrils the whole time. Like there's other camera angles than this, but he paid the guy. It may not be in like actual cash, but he paid the man with chainsaws to show up and say, "Oh, these are great quality. These are amazing saws." Okay? Now, here's my opinion. A man is born with 2 things. He has his name, which he's given at birth. You can keep a good name your whole life, or you can screw it up. He also has his word. You can keep your word and be a man of your word, or not, and screw everything up that way. Now, I mean, I'm not some special kind of guy or nothing, but anything that I feel strongly about, or anything that I'm trying to clear up, give my opinion, and I want people to I certainly would not hide my face. And I don't care what that guy says about them chainsaws, it's all trash to me. It means nothing. Actually, I believe the opposite of what he says because he refuses and does not want his face shown on that video. There's a reason why he does not want his face shown on that video. We know his name's Greg. We know Greg Brown. Greg, you better not have went there and Greg, was it you? God dang it, Greg. Show me your feet. Show me your feet right now. I want to see them. Those are the same feet. Oh, I'm going to be mad. But, yeah. So I don't care. I really don't care. I've given the guy an opportunity. I tried. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I thought that maybe, I kind of think the whole idea of being able to buy a clone chainsaw for a reasonable price is a great idea. I think an option like that is okay for people to have. I think it's cool. I hate them. I think it's trash. I would never buy one. And I would buy one straight from China that no one has ever touched and trust a Chinese manufacturer before I would trust a chainsaw that was delivered to that man and that he messed with at all. That guy knows nothing about chainsaws. I don't care. I taught Jake. Okay, Jake, if you notice in the videos, he's now using a chainsaw. Jake has never used chainsaws before. He's never started a chainsaw, never messed with them. Jake now can grab the saw, fire it up, use it. I taught him all that in an hour. Okay? So, just because you can start a chainsaw and you know how to run it, don't mean you have any experience or any knowledge in it. Just, you can follow instructions and you can start it. So, I don't want anything that man has tried to fix because he's not a mechanic. He has no knowledge and he has no respect for anybody else who laid the groundwork here for doing tree work. Anybody who goes out and does it on the daily. If you're a professional, he doesn't respect that, you know. The word professional, he doesn't respect that either because he likes to say his homeowner chainsaws that he sells are pro grade. Pro grade. I don't know what the hell pro grade is. Sounds like some trash to me though. So, apparently, according to him, and on the Chinese market, the way you get a pro chainsaw is, okay, you buy a chainsaw, like let's say I buy this one today. It's not a pro saw yet. But if you put it away for a year or so, it becomes a pro saw by age. Like it's like a wine. It's like a, let's see. It's kind of like buying alcohol. Like you can't buy it when you're younger, but like one day you can buy it. You just got to get older. So that's the way apparently it works with the Chinese clone saws. You can buy any saw. It doesn't matter if it's the cheapest, junkiest piece of crap. You set it off in a corner for up to 2 to 3 years, and it will get better with time. It will ripen, and it will become just this magnificent machine that just does things that you couldn't imagine. Okay? Maybe my imagination just isn't that good. I don't know. Because I can't understand most of the stuff the guy says. But do me a favor.
I liked your story.
And if you've subscribed to him or watch him because of me, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Please don't. The people that are coming in and subscribing to his channel to watch the car crash, he is now taking that as support. And that he has a lot of support out there and all this. And I think it's cool that he's getting chainsaws and he wants to mess with all of that's awesome. Everything, all of it's awesome. The misinformation that he gives off, I hate. His ability to talk trash about any and everyone, but then be incredibly butthurt when he gets it back, is disgusting to me. I get bad comments. Some of you on here have probably been guilty of leaving me this, like, just random rude comments. It's okay. Sometimes you're in a bad mood. Sometimes you just don't agree with what you're watching. Like, maybe you'd have done it a different way. Or maybe by the view of the camera, you're like, oh, that's not that big. You should have done this. I'm not going to take any of that personal. You have the right to your opinion. And over with him, you don't have the right to an opinion on his channel. And you may think that your comments are being left up, but he's so desperate for subscribers and views and interaction that he's hiding your comments, but he's not erasing them. Because he wants the monetary gain from the comment, from the interaction, from the analytics. And he doesn't want you to know that he's like a complete Nazi when it comes to his rules and regulations and what you're allowed to say. And like apparently, like some of you guys have left negative comments on your channels or on other people's channels, and you're going to jail for it. So just get ready. Lawsuit's coming. So And he gave you all a chance to take these down and correct them. And you didn't do it. So, it's your own fault. Hope you like handcuffs. It's gonna be hard to run a chainsaw with handcuffs on. I bet I could do it.
Yeah, I feel like you could.
Yeah. I feel like still sharpen them with on. It should be like this. I'd do the bucking way where you do it like that.
Yeah.
That'd work.
Papa does it.
Yeah.
I thought you were just calling him a Nazi at first, and I was like, Dad, maybe let's not.
Yeah,
Let's
no.
not.
He is. He's like the way he. I just don't like how he, for some reason, feels he has the right and the ability to. Well, everyone has the ability. He has the right, and he's justified in talking trash on any and everyone, including leaders of our country, religions, this, that. He'll get off on all kinds of stuff. But then you can't say anything that is not positive about him, the company of chainsaws he messes with, or anything he likes. So, do me a favor and, like, let's ignore this guy. Like, he's reported my stuff over and over, videos of mine. He's reported my comments repeatedly. And, like, he's trying to get my channel, like, taken down. And it's not working for him. But he's very persistent. We'll say that. So, if for some reason my channel gets taken down, you know who, like, why. But, that is what it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Piss on him. If he gets taken down, whatever. All I got to say is, Steve, I think you're a puss, and I don't like you. Your face annoys me. Ha! Your voice is stupid. It makes my belly turn every time you snort like a pig. I don't care that it's a medical condition. I don't. I really don't. I still don't like it. So, that's me just being a rude ass. Because I feel like that's all old Steve deserves. I mean, he don't respect anybody else. I used to work for a guy. Same guy that owes me, I think he owes me $5,000 or $6,000 right now. He'll never pay me. I'll never see a penny of it. But that's just what it is. He's that type of person. He don't care for anybody else. He's very self-centered. And he's only looking out for himself. If he's got to step on you, stab you in your back, or wrong you to get one up, that's what he's going to do. And I know Steve's type of person. He's skeezy. He's looking to make a buck off something. He didn't do nothing. He ain't doing anything. He's ordering chainsaws, and he's adding a bunch of money to it to sell them. I promise you, anything he gets, you can get too. For way less. Just go order it. Don't, like, he says repeatedly, he does not sell chainsaws. So don't buy a chainsaw from this guy. He don't sell chainsaws. He said it. But, like, in the same breath that he says I don't sell chainsaws, in the comment section he leaves his phone number to everybody who says, how can I buy one of these? And he leaves prices at some, like, I've scrolled through everything. I've went down the rabbit hole. This guy says one thing and does another on everything. And it's, I find it gross. And if he had a little bit of respect for other people, I probably wouldn't have an issue with the guy. Let him do his own thing. I wouldn't say anything, but he struck a nerve with me, and he's just rude. So, if for some reason you guys went over and watched anything of his, just so you know, this is the last time I will speak of the guy. Unless I'm just like, randomly like, yo, Steve did something stupid, blah, blah, blah. He's suing this guy. Yeah, he's got a new lawsuit. Did you see his nose hairs? Stuff like that. I'm done. No more. I'm not gonna talk about Steve. I apologize for ever talking about that guy. I just thought it was funny that some Yahoo dude, who you can tell is far from a real man, uh, he plays with chainsaws because it makes him feel like more like a man. And if he is a man, he's far from like we're not the same kind of men. I can say that. So maybe he is a man. I'm no one curs justice warriors. Yeah. Apparently I'm just a FOD. Is what I got. I don't know. A freaking awesome dude. I think or no. O is
Yep.
freaking
Obtuse.
obtuse, dude. I don't know about that. That just means I got a funky shape. It's got to be something better than that.
Obstructed. Absolutely is not starting.
Yeah, there's no O that sounds good. There's no O word. Uh, freaking opportunistic. Yeah, that doesn't work. That's, I guess, followers of Doug. Here's the bad part. Doug, Indiana Doug. I've watched a couple of Doug's videos because they've came up during that whole thing where he was trying to do the fraud thing. I watched his video very close. I watched the other ones where they cracked the cases open. Those look very similar with the defects that are to them. And I won't give. It is the bad part. I wouldn't give Indiana Doug an opportunity and like subscribe to his channel or watch his stuff because I feel like that gave Steve what he wanted, which is to say the only reason that I'm saying anything negative about his stuff is I've been brainwashed by Indiana Doug. And so therefore I purposely ignored Doug's channel, don't watch Doug's stuff because I don't even want to be influenced by it at all. And the bad part is the stuff that I have seen of Doug's, I've never heard Doug really say anything bad about the guy. So now I'm disgusted with the whole channel that Steve has. I'm grossed out by everything he's doing. His little half-ditched effort of trying to pay a guy to come give a review, and the guy didn't have enough honor to show his face on camera or give his name so that we know the man that we're supposed to trust, it means nothing to me. Those videos are junk. That could have been Steve wearing a different pair of shoes for all I know. I don't know. Using a little voice thing. I don't care either. I'm done with Steve. I'm done with his trashy ass chainsaws. I don't care if they blow up and are the biggest chainsaws in the United States, or if they continue to stay where they're at right now, which is no one knows about them and no one cares about them. Doesn't matter. I'm over it. I was actually into the fact that I thought the guy was actually. I believe what people say. I try to take you at your word. And my introduction to him was him saying, "Hey, I am trying to bring a high quality Chinese clone chainsaw to the United States to help people." That sounds pretty cool to me. I love helping people. If there's one thing I could do for the rest of my life, and I had the money to do it, and wouldn't have to worry, I'd just go around and help people nonstop. That brings me more joy than anything. So, that part I did. But that was a lie. So, it took me a little while to figure that out. John Bob. What's up, buddy? What's up, John Bob? I dig that name. Correctionville is the answer. That's funny. His whole series of shorts, Ground Pounder, those are funny. What's up, Jared? Knees here. I have them been crazy here. I'll get you one. I need your address. I have them been crazy here. I'll get you one. I need your address. Who are you talking to, John Bob? And me about your word. Yeah. The heat index hit 124. Ooh, it's amazing here right now. Like the temperature's low. It feels great outside. It was probably the nicest day I've been outside in a long time. It felt great.
71
It
degrees.
was, yeah, I think probably high at one point was maybe,
74.
yeah, maybe with heat index. It got a little stuffy for a second, but then it cooled off. So, I don't know. It was nice. Like 75-ish or something, somewhere around there. I blocked him. Damn, Billy. Yeah. Sometimes I'd like to punch him. Not even. Oh my God. I'm sorry. No, Steve. I did not say that. I don't want to punch you. I think you're really cool. Please don't.
That's
Please don't
actually
sue me and take my life away.
that's one thing he could maybe make an argument about.
What?
Saying you want to punch him. It's stupid, but you can sue for the act of threatening of bodily harm.
Yeah, I guess.
I can't. Yeah.
Don't tell me. Everyone wants to punch him. Don't lie. Like, if you say you don't, you're such a liar. And I'm not lying. I'm trying to be an honest guy. Unlike old Stevie.
You want to, but you never will.
Yeah.
For legal reasons.
My opinion.
No, just stick with what I just said.
Yeah.
Just stick with for legal reasons.
Hypothetically speaking, if I ever seen him, I'm giving the old. But no. I'm poor people. I run Farm Tech Plus. I can scatter one and be out $100. Yeah. And I really dig. I think I did see a something from Indiana Joe or Indiana. I get them all mixed up. Indiana Steve Metal and Wood. I just put them all together. Buck and Steve Indiana. No, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it. Oh yeah, Indiana Doug was like, I buy these saws because I want to learn how to port them, work on them, do stuff like that, and it's if to learn on something. I don't want to spend an arm and a leg on something that I could mess up, and so I totally get why you would want those kind of saws, why you would buy those saws, why you would work on those saws and stuff like that. It was not Greg Brown. I can attest to that. I met him personally the other day. I don't know. This guy knew chainsaws. His name was Greg.
Has feet.
He has feet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Greg has feet. Wears shoes. He wears shoes.
3 strikes are out.
That's 3. Yeah.
That's 4.
Yeah. I don't know Greg's middle name. It could be in Jawa wah 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 for all I know. I scared a bunch of them. You shut your mouth. We're supposed to talk about that. You guys are funny. The first rule of the Chainsaw Club is to not talk about the Chainsaw Club. Yeah, and block Steve is like rule 2. I'm sorry. That's got to be like rule 2. And then rule 3 is be a good person. But blocking Steve is above being a good person anymore. Like, oh shoot, I didn't even see. What's up, Peter? I didn't even see him. Like Super Dave said, he is the Beetlejuice of the Soul World. Okay, Super Dave. That's another thing. I thought when he was talking Super Dave, the guy doesn't make any sense. Like, he confuses my brain. He said Super Dan. And then, like, I was trying to figure out who Super Dan is. And then I watched one of Ground Pounder's video, and he was working with Dan the Tree Man, and he called him Super Dan. And I'm like, holy smokes. Did Steve lurk on Ground Pounder's page, Grounder Pounder's page, That's what he calls you, grounder pounder. I'm Steeler Borner.
No, you're stillborn.
um, so I thought he had lurked on your page until he seen you call Dan that, because he was like heading up the tree and he called him Super Dan. So there really is a Super Dan that I don't know about. See, all this stuff is so confusing.
We
What's
have
the
a
second rule? I told you the second rule. You got to block him.
we have a Dan the Pizza Man here in town.
Really?
Dan Combs, Pizza Hut. No, Little Caesars. I'm a liar.
That, the second rule is you don't talk about the Chainsaw Club. All right, you guys are messing. Okay,
That's the
how about
first
that?
rule.
Can be rule 2. First rule should be blocking. Oh, Stevie. Stephanie. Yeah, he's such a little lady. That's my opinion. Like he's so like he gets so worked up. He's like, oh my god. Okay, like, subscribe, thumbs up. Oh, my wife's coming. I get him. Oh.
Don't let Mama hear you say that.
Like,
She'll
what
beat
the
you.
hell are you dude? What does it matter if your wife's coming? What are you so scared about? With a pootie tang belt? That's funny. I just seen some of that movie the other day. It's so funny. I had to I was flipping through channel. And I was like, it's Pootie Tang. That's funny. And so I watched it for a minute. It's pretty hilarious. On an MS 170 and still didn't make enough power to blow up. I put NOS on it. Dude, take that. You messed up. Take that 170. I tried to explain this earlier. Take that 170. Go put it in a dark closet. 2-3 years. It's a 660. It turns into a 660. So you just take. I got a 170 up there. It's already turned into a 290. I'm waiting. I ain't pulling it off the shelf yet. Couple more months. When it gets around the 440ish, 460 stage, I may pull it off. But you just got to keep them. And you don't have to upgrade them. You don't have to do none of that stuff. You definitely don't have to put high performance parts in them. Any parts. Time is all that matters. But I want to see a NOS powered 170. That sounds incredible. It sounds very fun to watch.
Turns into a car.
Yeah, it will. I forgot about one time that it turned into a motorcycle, a whole motorcycle. I was like, how the hell did a chainsaw turn into a motorcycle? Oh, time. Oh, okay. And where'd the wheels come from? All kinds of weird stuff. You guys don't even
Understand me.
Third rule: following the rules. 1 and 2. Yeah. Jail time in the winter sounds nice. It gets cold up here. No, Jay, don't go to jail. You guys are hilarious. John, what's up, brother? I haven't seen this. No, it's a weed whacker. I gave away an old FCO weed eater, and it was the best weed eater I've ever owned. It was so powerful and ran so good. The choke was a little messed up on it, so I would set the choke, and I used that weed eater for years, and I never hit the trigger on the gas. That's how hard it ran on idle, and it just idled that high that I never used the gas trigger. I'm lying. I used it from time to time, like when I wanted to cut something really big, but yeah, I never even had to use the trigger. I just moved it. It idled so high and ran so hard that I never had to use the gas trigger. Also, when I bought it, someone had put speaker wire inside for weed eater string, and that is some of the best weed eater string. It lasted so long. So if you have some old speaker wire laying around, try that for weed eater string. Tell me how you like it. It's pretty sweet. There's somebody else there with you when you put Right on. I poured it in pipe to a weed whacker. That is awesome. I've been ignoring him. I don't even know who you're talking about. Well, perfect, perfect. I'm done talking about it because I don't want to give him any more attention. And I think that's the problem. So many people are like, "There's this idiot on the internet," and then like people were curious and they're like, "Oh, I want to go see," and they're like, "Oh my god, this guy's crazy." Maybe it's just that video. So you click to the next one. Oh my god, this guy's nuttier than a squirrel turd. So then you skip to the next. Oh, he's just a freak. Subscribe because like you want to see the crazy. I get it. Like there are things that I subscribe to, like just people that rub me the wrong way, that I dislike. Like I don't spend my time commenting, but I get some joy on seeing people razz or pick at somebody who is not a good human. I think they deserve that. It's it's called karma. And nowadays people act like that kind of thing doesn't exist and they act like there are no repercussions for anything. And there's your biggest issue. Because if there's no repercussions, why not just walk on everybody's back? Why not lie and deceive people to get what you want? There's no consequences. So, yeah, Jared, don't don't waste your time, man. He's definitely not worth it. All right, time. Daughter to interrogate. No, she'll get me saying stuff that I don't want people to know. If I ever see a backpack blower, I'm gonna do. Oh my god, a backpack blower! You're gonna pipe and put NOS on it? That would be so awesome. Then you could use it for like a motor inside a canoe. You could just get it. I've always wanted to do that. Take a blower and put it into the water and use it like that, like for a canoe. And I have a spinny chair right here. I should get my blower and just
No.
yeah. Wood and metal. Yeah, wood and metal. First of all, I've never seen the guy like cut anything. He was halfway into telling a lie about how he did this tree and these no one cares chainsaws are amazing and they cut this whole and he's like, I was gonna say that, but this is somebody else's work. I was gonna lie.
What?
What the heck are you telling us this for? He's like, just so you know, I'm a piece of shit. I was gonna tell you a lie to make myself look good, but it was gonna be okay because I was gonna feel good. No, it's not okay. Stop being so ridiculous. Give her the garlic. I want to see that blower. Definitely do that, please. John Bob, you got to do it. And then tag me so that I get notified so I can watch it. Next time you get it back uploaded. I quickly learned the importance of chamfering. Yeah, yeah, that that that's just that's like I mean all that stuff smooth, every edge, smooth, consistent. Like that's what you want in all that. You want a very tight seal and fit, but you don't want any sharp edges. And even the guy that did the review, rub his finger on the shit and would say, "Oh, it's kind of sharp there." So you think it's good? Oh yeah, it's real good. No, it's not. If it's not chamfered at all and it's sharp, that means when that piston goes up and down in there, it's gonna cause scoring and mess it up. So it is what it is, man. This is the beauty of YouTube. You have all the rights and you are totally allowed to get on here and just speak nothing but trash and lies. There's no rule that says you only have to tell the truth. You can lie all you want. But it's not going to get you far in an industry. His intentions are to sell chainsaws to everybody out of this side of his mouth, buy his chainsaws. Out of this side of his mouth, everyone's killing the earth and destroying the trees. If that's important to you, how about stop selling chainsaws? Like, really, if that is important to you, there's no reason you would be in chainsaw sales. And you want to make an even better chainsaw so it's even easier for me to cut down a tree and ruin the earth. In what world does that make any sense? In in Turtlehead's world. And that's exactly what he is. He's a turtlehead. I poured a blower coming to show. Oh, that'd be awesome. I want to see that. Weed whacker port. John, you're crazy. That is so awesome. I want to see some of it. Can you port a BR 800, John? What up? A lot like Vegas. What's up, man? It's no farm tag. Don't know. Never seen one. I'm guessing, yeah. He just says, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you did all that other stuff, I'm sure you can do the same with it. Foreign object damage. Foo bar. A little more practice, and I'll have a MS660 Magnum to build. Right on. Well, I think that's very smart. Learning on the other stuff, and then take it to your very important stuff, the expensive stuff. Um, that's just somebody that's got a brain and thinks ahead and is methodical and like understands that just because you read something or watch something, you don't instantly know everything about it. It takes time. It takes experience. It takes learning. I think that's the biggest deal, like, issue with the world we live in right now. The second someone learns something, well, they don't even have to learn it. The second someone hears something or sees something that they like, they spin around, hit record on their phone, and they're like, okay, I'm here to teach you how to follow a chainsaw. Really? So, yeah, I didn't know. I just found out today, but they make these things. I don't know if you've ever seen these things, but these are called files. And I'm not sure if you just rub it on there or no, it's down. Where can I stick this? Somewhere. It's gotta go somewhere. So hang on, let me pause the video and let me go look this up on Google. And I'll be back and tell you what you're supposed to rub this against. But make sure you subscribe because I got a lot of good information. And I'm really smart, okay? Oh, there it is. That's it. Yep, that's it. I got it. I didn't need Google. There's a hole right here. You just put it in there. I'm positive. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, Steve. Just finished up one of my 290s back together, running good now. Awesome. Did you just record me? Awesome. It's bad enough it's live on.
It has no context.
Oh my god.
It's just you going on and on.
Yeah, looking like a tard. Yeah. Bad enough it's live on the internet as it is, but
it just ends with I'm so smart.
I am super smart. I mean, not everybody can just upload videos on the internet, like on YouTube. So there's rules to this, and if you
made them, you made the rules.
Pretty much. I mean, I enforce them too. So don't leave anything negative If you don't like me or think that I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread, I'm actually cooler than the other side of the pillow. You know the one you put your face on? Flip that pillow. It's colder on. I'm cooler than that. That's it. That's it. I don't need to say nothing else. That's it. I try to stay in my lane, John says. Yep, that's hey, that's nice to hear because most people drive like this nowadays, and they're purposely swerving in your lane to try to, I don't know, pretend like they know everything. I can't keep up with some of these people nowadays, and it is what it is. It makes me a very sarcastic person, and I probably come off like a nutcase at times. So like if you don't know me and you're watching this, you're like, this guy's nuttier than Steve. What the hell? So
You're right.
make sure y'all watch the fraud saga. Go back on my channel, watch every one of my videos, like, subscribe. My wife's coming, but Steve, I can't do it. Sorry, I was so excited about making it home. Oh, you're good. I'm going to look at some dying blue spruce. I'll try and listen on the drive. Right on, Jay. Yeah, yeah, we did. I did some of those blue spruce that were dying out 2 or 3 years ago. We I think they were trimming on them the wrong time of year, and also it had been, I think, getting rubbed by the mower multiple times. So what we did is I cleaned it up. I didn't make any extra cuts on it. I just took anything that was dead, and then like sealed a few lower ones. But we just used fertilizer spikes and went ahead and put a few spikes into the ground. You can usually get them at your hardware stores, and they come with like a little plastic cap that goes on top of them. You beat them into the ground, you pop the cap off, put it on the next one, beat it into the ground. They worked amazing, and the blue spruce are beautiful and full now. So that's something to look into. Now I'm on a 192C in the part of 101. John Bob is not my real name. Be careful, John. What's your real name, John Bob?
Steve.
Don't say Steve. God dang it, he's like, it's me, it's Steve. Ha ha, I got you. I'm like, oh no, you son of a. It's that Greg guy. He just shows a picture of his shoes. He's like, ha ha. Elm is icky. Yeah, Elm is pretty gross. Yep.
They look cool.
You have to shoot. She's all right. She tries to keep me in my place. She's not funny though. I'm way funnier than her. And if she is funny, she got it from me. Conky Kong, what the? Willow stinks like a SOB too. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I thought that was like a tree reference from like conch that you get on the trees, that fungus and stuff. I thought that you were making a reference like Conky Kong. That's kind of funny. Um, I think the stinkiest that we deal with, cottonwood, get very stinky, but Bradford pear, they smell like cat piss and they're very gross. Oh no 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 no! Hang on. The worst is ginkgo. We call them stinkos because the female produce a fruit that fall off, and I haven't seen a female one since I was maybe a teenager, like 13, 14 years old. I was with my dad up in St. Louis helping him one time, and we did this tree, and we had to walk through the yard to do the tree, and like the whole time we smelled cat crap, and it was like, man, it's bad. And then we got in the truck, and it was just rancid. It was so awful inside the truck. Well, we had stepped on these fruit, in the process, we went to go get a drink, and when we came back, we had put two and two together. Oh my, it's that fruit. Why does it smell like cat shit? It's stuck in my boot. It's making me gag. I'm gonna get sick. Yeah, so ginkgo, stinko, it's all the same.
They're everywhere.
Oh, I nailed it. Gotcha, sucker. Greg does have feet. I know. That's what I was saying. I thought I had it figured out. Ground pounder just. Holy cow, am I that far behind?
Yeah.
I could. Oh my god, guys. I'm sitting there answering comments that are like an hour ago. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go to the end of the comments, okay? Now I'm going to go back up to about right here. Right at a lot like Vegas. Turbo's here. What's up, Turbo? Shoot, I almost missed him. Let me make sure there's nobody else new that I need to say hey to. Okay, now we're going to start at Turbo's comment that says GP. Turbo. Billy says Turbo. Turbo says GP. GP says, I like to ride the lines myself. Yeah, I mean, the way I figure it, I can go in this lane if I want. And I mean, you pay taxes on both sides. So, have a little bit of that lane. That's how everybody drives when they pass me. They're like, hey, let me get a little bit of your lane. And I'm like, okay. I don't ever change my filters. I remove them and blow them out with brake cleaner and air hose. On your saws, is that what you're saying a lot like Vegas? I don't either. But if you're dealing with steel chainsaws, I would recommend to, on routine, almost every time you use it, every day, clean the air filter. They do not have a, they have a good filtration system. They don't have, the plastics design doesn't keep the stuff from getting in there so much. So the truth is the truth. I'm not a Husqvarna guy, but I will admit that Husqvarna filters have a better plastic design and casing as far as keeping sawdust from getting to the air filter. Steel, they get to it much easier, which requires you to have to clean them more often. Which, it's not like it's rocket science. Pull that off, bang bang, put it back on. It's very simple, but that's a good. You want to keep your saws around. You want to make sure that they always stay working. Keep your air filters clean. It'll help a lot. What about that when wife? Dude, that short was so funny, ground pounder. I love that. That was so funny. I tried to make one. For some reason, mine wouldn't let me clip his stuff, and I don't know. I have a bark box on my 500, John. Oh, I bet it sounds very nice. If I ever get my rich uncle out of the poorhouse, I'll buy. Right on. Turbo, but name is John. Okay. Jonathan, John. A bunch of Johns around here. Got him too. Don't stand a chance, son bitch. I hate them. I hate mosquitoes. John and Jonathan, nice to meet y'all. True story. He's like, my name's John. True story.
Preach.
My name is Ryan, and I have a problem. It all started when I seen this super colorful rope. Oh my god. Is Peter your real name? Peter Shea? Yeah. Now I can barely make it through the day without getting my hit of two-stroke. Damn, GP. Tom Bob was my nickname, and Millwright was my old profession. Oh, really? That's cool. I'm kind of a limit pusher. Yeah, I like to skirt the line myself. Like, I like to poke enough fun to aggravate, but then be like, oh no, I didn't do nothing. Stop. Don't get mad.
I'll sue.
I didn't do it. I sue too. Don't you work in a law office?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys are in trouble. Don't you leave any bad comments.
No. It's disability and PI cases.
Shh. So she works where all we do is sue people. They leave bad comments.
We're defense.
Yeah. Don't even try it. You're in the middle of type. Erase it. It would be nice.
Oh well, I guess not. I guess we are the prosecutors.
Yeah, it just depends probably on the case. I've noticed you've been hiding the husky. I don't own a husky. You shut your whorish mouth.
Oh my god.
This guy's trying to fucking throw me under the bus here. What's his deal?
The one right there.
Shut up! Jesus Christ! She's like, is it that one right over there? No, it's not.
Well, it is a little suspicious that it's the only one without friends.
But I know it deserves to be over in the corner by itself. I'm trying to let it grow up and turn into a steel.
Oh yeah, right.
You know how it works?
If you're not watering it, it won't grow.
Shit, you're right.
We need to get the spritzer.
Yeah. I didn't even think about watering. That would help so much.
Yeah.
It would grow so much faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people just dunk their chainsaws in pools.
I get some coffee. I'll just pour on it. See. That'll work.
Yeah,
It'll work
probably.
for sure.
We take Monty's spit water.
Yeah. It's slobber water.
Yeah.
Does that count? You push the weight limit? Yeah? Hey. Yeah, it definitely counts. Two Johns don't make a right. Yeah. Oh, you son of a gun. A lot like Vegas. Bad comment inserted here. Knock it off. You've been served. Right now. That's it.
What's
5
that
offers.
noise?
Oh, it sounds like Monty, like drinking
I
something.
know.
It could be the AC dripping out the little hose thing here. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Show it. It doesn't exist. There is no Husqvarna here. Knock it off. Didn't you just get me on something else the other day? Oh, son of a gun. Yeah, I don't want to bring it up. I just now remembered what it was. I don't use lifts either. So if you think you've seen, that was not me. I'm a climber. I climb. I don't use those little baby buckets.
Baby Bucket Buford.
I swear to
It's like
God,
Baby
you're in
Bucket
so much trouble when this live's over with. You have to put the husky in the corner.
Because it's growing.
It acts up.
It barks.
It's got an attitude. Yeah.
Monty doesn't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want no spit water, GP. That stuff's gross. Poor guy. He drinks his what? It's so funny. Like, he's got his bowl of water. I bet we clean it and refill it probably 20 times a day, if not more. Because he gets one good drink out of it, and he spits so much slobber back into it that, like, it becomes thick. Like, so I let him get one drink.
Stop.
And I'm like, oh, dude, you need fresh water. Don't drink that. Like, because I don't know. He's funny. Like, half the water goes in his mouth, the other half pours out the side of his cheeks. He just looks at me and drips it all over the ground. Damn, dude, my floor is so wet. Will you stop? It makes me sick every time I see it. He feels the same way I feel about Husqvarnas and Steve. You better not. God dang it. Ground pounder. We seen the lift. You did not! Knock it off, guys.
Didn't you
It was
get
not a
trouble
lift.
because it was blocking someone's private drive?
Oh, son of a... I'm about to get beat up by a chick.
2 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, what's funny is when that all happened, I like the daughter is the one that wanted to like fight me. She told me get down. She's like ready to duke it out,
I respect that.
and I'm like, what you can. And if I don't move, what are you gonna do? And she's like, get the fuck down, get off my fucking private drive now, get your fucking ass down. And I'm like, okay. Um, or what if I don't? Then what? And she's cussed me some more. So I got down. Well, they left, and then the mom came back, and she like went and knocked on the door of the people who the homeowner.
No, they had just gotten home.
Oh yeah, did just pull up, and she's over there telling them this unbelievable story of me being this woman abusing man, and like I overheard. I'm like, whoa, 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 hold up! No, 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 that don't work that way. You're not doing this. That's not what happened. There's a little black thing, that little box thing. It's got the clip on. That's a camera. It recorded everything you said, everything your daughter said, and she didn't know what to say then. She got mad. She goes, "You were the most unreasonable man I've ever seen in my life." And I'm like, what? No, 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 no. We can just. I'm not gonna argue. You want to watch the video? We can all watch it. They can watch it. You can watch it. I can. We can all watch it together. And it's not gonna lie.
The defense that you were unreasonable too was you going, well, now you're stuck.
Yeah.
And walking away.
Yeah, I mean, I told them, don't go, don't go, don't go. You're gonna get stuck. In the middle of me being like, hang on, let me move my lift, and so I don't want you guys to get stuck. She says, mind your own business. I was like, whoa, what did she say? And Jake shook his head like, nah, no, like he wasn't, like he didn't want to say it almost. And I didn't think it was anything bad until afterwards I realized what she had said. And I'm like, whoa, she was mean from the get-go. So, but yeah, like the mom came down, she started her lie. We got into the argument, and I walked off. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not wasting my time arguing with you. We can watch the video, or that's it. You know, because the video's not gonna lie. I head back up, climbing, not on a lift. Yeah, and it was that new climbing device.
Called a LIFT.
Yeah, it's like a BILJIAJX 65
Steve.
footer. Yeah.
It's called the Steve.
But I'm headed up, and I look down, and my daughter is now arguing with the lady, and I'm like, "Hey, no, 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 no!"
Do anything.
I'm like, "Reese, no,
I
no,
did nothing.
like, no, just stop, just stop. Like, you don't have to defend. I can only imagine what she's saying. Just leave it alone." Oh my god, this is crazy. So,
she started like saying that like, well, you know, last time they had it roped off, and I know they're just not.
Yeah,
used
she was
to this, and I was like, man, we live here.
Yeah, she was one of them people that's like, well, my husband does this too, and I know that you need to clear all your ropes and this and that before you're able, and I didn't have the time. And first of all, your husband does not do this, or he would do this.
No, he's a farmer.
Second, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Third, why the hell would I tell you to give me 2 minutes if it's going to take me 20?
And I just said, well, man, we live here. Like, it's not. And then she goes, why would I carry you to where you guys live? And I was like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound like it was a threat or anything by any means, but like, I just meant to say like we aren't from the middle of nowhere, and like we understand how it normally
All I know
works.
is her husband came down, and I expected him to take up for his wife or his daughter,
No,
and
he's
he
cool.
was nice as pie.
He had a cute dog.
Yeah, he was a good guy. His needs to maybe double check the way he's raising his daughter, because she's got a mouth that's not going to get her anywhere in life. But that is what it is. Maybe they're just having a bad day. I was at the neighbors next door, and he watched my YouTube video. He goes, "Whoa, they were crazy." And he's like, "They're normally nice people." I was like, "They may be good people. They may be nice. They may be totally fine. Maybe they're just having a bad day." I was like, "But I can only go off what I dealt with that day, and I don't like them." So it is what it is.
For reference, they're either the farmers or they rent.
Yeah, who knows? If they're the farmers, like
I
they're
think they
rude.
are.
It just is what it is. I mean,
Because
I
they've
was
got the little
there
loud dogs
to
that never shut
open
up.
their driveway back up, and then it turns out that's not their drive anyway.
Nope.
The guy that I was working for, it's his drive. And so, like, the whole argument with her started because I walked back up. I'm like, hey, just so you know, I am gonna have to go back out into the drive, but I'll make it as quick as I can. I know I'm not supposed to be on their private drive. And the homeowner, looked at me all crazy. What? Their private drive? And I was like, yeah, her daughter told me that's their private drive to get my effing ass down now and get off her effing private drive. And he's like, oh, no, no, no. And the mom was a bit embarrassed. She should be embarrassed. She should have told her daughter to chill out. You don't talk to people that way. This man didn't do nothing to us. So for you to talk to him like he's a piece of trash is unwarranted, is ridiculous. So, um, and I was having a bad enough week as it was. Definitely didn't need that. So, um, yeah, I don't want to get into it. But yeah, I had a rough week. I'll talk about it eventually. But guys, hey, I apologize to just like put an end to this live.
Oh,
But
Walmart.
I gotta go, yeah, to the store with my daughter and stuff. Better hit those depth gauges, Mike. Teeth down pretty good. Yeah, I just put a little edge on them. It was a bit, William. It was a bit aggressive. I had knocked him down a little too much, so that's the reason I went ahead and followed it back down. So, am I fault? No, I'm not. No, I was only a few behind. Is the OG man? I mean, see, like I was saying, sometimes you just disagree. Me and William don't agree on the way to do every tree. I find excessive amounts of heavy machinery to be silly. William prefers heavy machinery. I get it. If I had all the money in the world, all the time in the world, and was trying to grow a huge, big business, I'd be moving in that direction. This is like fun and like a hobby. Like, it's just, I get joy out of showing that you don't need all that kind of stuff to get the job done and that it can still be done. So you just kind of have to be okay with realizing that other people do things different than you, and be okay with like knowing that you're not always gonna have the same opinion as everybody, and it's just, that's life. So and I respect the hell out of William because he'll leave his comment and tell me, hey, you're being dramatic. And I want to be like, hell with you, William. You don't tell me I'm dramatic. But
That's a dramatic response.
yeah, that's me being so dramatic with a response. That's real life. That's just guys being guys. And I think if you're looking to start a YouTube channel and get into tree work and all that stuff, you better have some thick skin and be okay with people having a different opinion than what you got. So, guys, Clint, it was my pleasure, brother. Jonathan, stay alive and keep on shining. Hey, right on, brother. I appreciate you swinging in here, hanging out during this live. It was good having you here, Billy. Thanks for always being here. Um, William, Moxie. I was gonna say something stupid like, "Don't leave any more negative comments because you hurt my feelings," but just keep being you, dude. I dig it. Um, I I I can see GP said Williams an OG, and he acts like it too, and I dig it. So, guys, you guys are you guys are awesome. I appreciate everything. We got old Nate Dog come sliding in here at the end. You do great work. So, hey, appreciate it. Peter, TOFTS. Stay safe, all. You too, brother. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll catch you soon. The next video will be out. Probably have it out by tomorrow. Maybe the evening tomorrow. But thank everybody for all the views on the last video. I appreciate that. So, and if you can like, subscribe, share, do all that silly stuff that YouTube want, it would help the channel, it would help me, but you don't have to do any of it. Thanks for hanging out. Stay safe. Unsubscribe to Steve. Nah, I don't care. You do whatever, guys. I'll catch you next time. See ya. That was the most